job, I know it's dangerous. But you're the only one who can unite the people. You ready, Bob?
No guns can stop this message. I want the world to change. And that time is now.
This is my message to you.
Subway Series presents the Italianos. 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
This is your captain.
I get it, rules are rules if he's grounded!
It doesn't matter if you speak English, or if your native tongue is French, Spanish, or Dutch. It doesn't matter if you are male or female, young or young at heart. We in the Caribbean Football Union speak the same language. Football.
Football.
Football. Football.
Football.
And we speak with one voice.
TT, the official ground transportation provider for 2024 CFU Boys Under 14 Challenge Series, coordinators hosted in Trinidad and Tobago. Proud sponsors: the Government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, Ministry of Sport and Community Development, Sports TT, the Sports Company of Trinidad and Tobago Limited, I Choose Sports, Parade, Subway, and Blue. So hello and welcome, viewers, to match number 39 here in the CFU Boys Under 14, where we'll see the Turks and Caicos Islands versus the US Virgin Islands in a keenly contested fixture. We'll see the national anthems of the respective teams at this time. So we'll have the lineups for you here, starting with the Turks and Caicos outfit. Some changes being made to their team. You see the talisman Gardner being missing out. So it's going to be number 1, Love Longcamp will be the goalkeeper. Number 7, Huwins Guerra. Number 3, Jaden Motilus. Number 5, Rashid Misek. Number 9, Will Sonny Charles. Number 10, Jordan Cabrala Dean. Number 12, Angelson Pierre. Number 14, Charlie Thornhill coming for a start. Number 15, Jefferson Charles. Number 16, Jose Joswin. Number 19, Stevenson Dum. The US Virgin Islands having to replace their goalkeeper for this evening's fixture. They will be led by their captain Taj Alexander. It's going to be Ezequiel Rawlings, number 22, sporting the gloves. Number 2, Ridley Smith. Number 4, Javante Hurst. Number 6, Paul Godano. Number 8, Darnell John. Number 10, Donovan Berry. Number 11, Jehan Atamaran. Number 13, Colbert Daisley. Number 14, Harrison Oriel. And number 15, Adrian Abraham, rounding off the lineup for the US Virgin Islands. So we're all set here for an intriguing contest here this afternoon. Be sure to tune in for match number 39 here at the Hazy Crawford Stadium in Port of Spain. I'm your host, Darryl Williams. Take you through this evening's proceedings. A bit of overcast weather here in the western side of Trinidad. See the teams exchanging pleasantries for this fixture. A lot of eyes will be on the number 10, Jonathan Berry for the US Virgin Islands. And for the Turks and Caicos, it's going to be that man, Will Sonny Charles, sporting the number 9. We're in for a keen contest here. So your officials for this evening's proceeding is Charlie Hood, Wasna Bernard, Joshua Lewison, Franz Walker, and Debian Airwood. So see the towing course here. Going through some last minute instructions from their respective managerial camps. So it's going to be the Turks and Caicos in their formidable yellow outfit, and the US Virgin Islands in a nice teal blue will be kicking from right to left in this evening's proceedings. Let's not forget the remaining of games coming to an end. The roundup this afternoon as well. We'll see Trinidad and Tobago coming up against St. Kitts later on this afternoon, and Jamaica tackle Aruba as well. So cricket, as they say, is only stopped by rain. Football will continue here at the Hazy Crawford Stadium. CFU So it's Grenada versus St. Lucia, Antigua versus Barbados, Turks and Caicos versus the US Virgin Islands, St. Martin versus Bonaire, BVI versus Anguilla. So there's a lot of games on here today in this, the CFU Boys Under 14. So it's going to be with the US Virgin Islands for kickoff. They're pretty short in numbers, had some delays getting here. Also on the downside of Jamaica Liverpool, their standing number 1 goalkeeper was escorted to the hospital for a minor injury. He's left out of the squad today. So let's see how they fare. Bit hard done by the results yesterday. So let's see, the change of kit will have a change of result, and we're off and running. This is with Thornhill playing this one out wide. It's going to be their captain, Taj Alexander. Gordano is straight back to Ezekiel Rawlings, standing goalkeeper for this evening's proceeding. So both teams here in different ends of the table. Turks and Caicos looking to continue their winning ways, 3 from 3. A little bit of shift in their squad and starting lineup. This one is played out wide there for Dom. Dom looking for Thornhill. Thornhill goes all the way back to Longcamp, who's in for Garland this afternoon. So nice movement off the ball here by the Turks and Caicos. Let's not forget these fixtures are 35 minutes per half. This is the talisman US Virgin line, Donovan Berry. A lot is expected of this one. Is picked up in a good area there. Harrison Oriel there, creating some havoc, and this one is possession changes and is with Thornhill looking. Alexander just averting the danger there prematurely. So this one is going to be a throw for the US Virgin Islands. It's with Abraham here now, looking for some support, unable to get this, but it's with Ridley Smith in the middle of the park, looking for some forward movement. He's going to look to get onto Berry. This one is eventually getting to Oriel. Alexander with a heavy touch there. He has Thornhill for company, and the break is on. Alexander coming back and getting a call there for an infringement. So it's been a frenetic start here in the early exchanges of this highly anticipated contest. So it's going to be Guerra. There's no Gardner in the team for Turks and Caicos here this afternoon. So it's going to be Gardner to put this one across. This one isn't. It's a good ball there, looking for Charles and Dean. Rawlings coming out and taking that one nicely. Let's not forget that Rawlings has played outside for the opening 2 games for the unfortunate incident of their standing keeper, Liverpool. He's now donning the gloves. So this one is thrown deep, but this one is Will Sonny Charles there. He's looking to get amongst the scorers again. This one is Thornhill fighting his way through. Boy, he was unable to get past the last defender. This one is played over the top, looking for Hurst there. Here's Stevenson Dunn with some fancy footwork there. Unable to get past Oriel. Joswin, who's Jose, number 16 for the Turks and Caicos. Short man in stature, so this one is with Dean in the middle of the park there. A bit of a miss kick there from Pierre. An unforced error there, but it's cleaned up by Guerra prematurely. She eventually put out a touch for the Virgin Islands. True, so but that is Montelos who's on the deck at this time, Jadon Montelos. So we're going to keep tabs on how many times the paramedics has come out. That's 1 for so this is our early medic break here. So it's a lot of is anticipated for this Turks and Caicos. They can comfortably say that they are through to the next round already. It's just a matter of where they will qualify at this time. So this one is shown in. Donovan Berry, that man, the skillful Donovan Berry, looking to create an opportunity for his team. Unable to get through. So it's eventually given as a free kick just outside of the 18-yard area. Referee Hood with a delayed call in the end. So this is a particularly dangerous area here with the likes of Oriel and Donovan in the box. This one is played over the top, and it's a brilliantly take there by Longcamp. coming into this game, he's looked pretty good. You see, he's authoritative at the back. Yeah. This one possession changes again, and it's with Berry. He looks so skillful. This one, he's sliding this one through for Hurst, but he's unable to get on the end of it. Donovan Berry looks so comfortable with the ball at his feet, gracefully just gliding past defenders. This one is out of the back there. Again, this was with Oriole. Harrison Oriole, the number 14. Atamarani. So Alexander just gathering his bearings somewhat here for this throw. Straight to Oriole. Oriole looks up and turns. It's a snapshot which whiskers away. Long camp is not interested. It's acres away from him. So these two teams really looking to get on to the top of things here. This one is played out from the back. So Montelos with the throw. I think Donovan Berry is just playing a tad bit too wide at this time. Yesterday we saw him play a bit more centralized, creating a lot more options for his team. Here he is now, clearing this one out. Looking for Hurst, who's unable to get on the end of that. Results in a throw-in for the Turks and Caicos. This one is played out nicely. Oriole will have other ideas. So it's with Thornhill now. Thornhill. Charles. Jefferson Charles. This one losing possession in a key area, and it's with Oriole. Oriole has two for company. He goes past both of them skillfully. Thornhill being a thorn in his afternoon. So it's going to be Taj Alexander, the captain. They will need a spirited performance from him. This one is Riley Smith. Played off. So it's with Wilsonny Charles, who was. So there's Gordano with a looking for Oriole. Unable to get to him. It's with Thornhill, picks it up. Eventually a throw for US Virgin Islands. They are playing in tight spaces here, ensuring this one is a good looking throw there. Hurst on the end of it. This one is scuffed out for a corner. So it's going to be the first corner of this evening's proceedings. This one is going to be whipped in. This one is a good attempt. It so close to comfort there for Longcamp, and he ushered it off. See the replay here. This one was an attempted cross. Eventually, almost a shot. Longcamp there, full stretch and parrying this one out. This one is another corner inside. Heads go up, and Donovan Berry getting his head on that, or in fact, Oriole. so Oriole and Berry can almost pass for to see the replay there again. Oriole making a lot of height there, of clear-cut header, not making sufficient contact and direction. So this one is played out on the far end. Could be a throw for the Turks and Caicos. This one is with Wilsonny Charles. A nice take down there, spreading it wide. This is a gun, and it's done with a one-on-one here. Good work there, recycling it, and this one is played in. And looking for Jose. Who's a small man in stature. But some good football here thus far in the opening exchanges of this fixture. So with Alexander looking for Oriel. He's going to get effort from Hus. So it's Misick putting that one out. The number 5 for the Turks and Caicos. Alexander with this through. Put on a touch again. So it's going to be consecutive throws here for Alexander to lead this line. Gordano across to Abraham. Pressure on the ball here, and Dean comes out with it, and the break is on here for the Turks and Caicos. He has Charles for company. It's a big piece of defending there by Abraham. He's eventually bundled off the ball by Montelos. Possession changes hands again, and it's a bit of a scramble just outside of the 18. So eventual call for a free kick there, an infringement. So it's going to be the US Virgin Islands. So it's played out from the back. It's going to be Abraham to Alexander. A poor touch there from the captain. A lot more time on his hand than he anticipated. So some 13 minutes gone in this fixture. So it's going to be Chuffers and Charles. This one is with Smith. Smith looking for Oriel. Oriel with a smart turn there. He's looking for who's unable to get on the end of this. Eventually easily played back to Lovecamp. Possession changes hand and is with Thornhill here. Thornhill with a chance to slip this one through nicely for Dum. Dum down the right hand flank. He has Alexander for company. He eventually placed this one out of touch. So it's a good passage of play here. Some end-to-end action here in this fixture. So we're out of ball boys here today, so we see the slight delay in retrieving the balls. So it's going to be a throw for the Turks and Caicos in a pretty decent area here. It's going to be Jefferson Charles to put this one inside, looking for his namesake Wilsonny Charles, number 9. Well defended there by Paul Gordano. Donald John. This one is showing 2 charts. Smith just ensuring that they don't get closer to the goal at this time. Ensuring that there's no free for alls here this afternoon. They're not taking any prisoners. Ensuring that they go down with a fight here this afternoon. So the Turks and Caicos team, the informed team, this one is swung in by Jose. Heads go up for this one. This one is played out nicely. Hughes chases and unable to. It's going to be Rollins to collect. These youngsters really putting everything on the line here. This one is played out from the back from Rollins. It's a flicked on there. Oriel thought he was in business for a second. But Longcamp looking cool, calm and collective as ever. never know that he is the backup keeper. He is wearing the number 1 shirt. This one is played out of the back. Smith looking to pounce on this one. Gets a touch but unable to hold on to it, and this one is played away nicely. Charles looking for Dumb on the wide. Thornhill finds him now and is Dumb down the right hand side. Alexander is taking no prisoners and eventually puts this one out of touch. So it's going to be Jefferson Charles with this throw. This one is played inside the box looking for Wilson Charles. This one is a scramble just in front of the goalkeeper. Eventually played out for in fact it is a refreshment break at this time. So the youngsters being well hydrated at this time to ensure the humidity doesn't get the better of them. So some 17 minutes gone in the first half of this eagerly anticipated encounter. As we see some of the highlights from earlier on. This one was Charles looking for his namesake, Wilson Charles. This one was played in nicely, but Longcamp smothering it there without any real danger. So the chances were few and far between. So all to play for here in the remaining 17 minutes of this first half. So it's going to be a corner. It's going to be Thornhill to put this one in. Thornhill with a good kick all over to the far post. Unable to get on it. It's going to be Wilson Charles. He's going to have a chance. And it's with Jose now. Falls to Dean in a dangerous area, eventually dealt with by the defender. So it's going to be Rollins to play out from the back. So Alexander a long throw looking for Smith, who's just moving away and not coming through that particular pass. So it's been even Stevens here, not much clear-cut chances, but this one is with Wilson Charles here. He has a chance, scuffed out in the end. Possession changes hands, but it's with Jose now. A little maestro in the middle of the park there, just ensuring things go according to plan. This one is played out wide. So we've seen the management staff rotating their players. We didn't see Darvall in the playing 11, as well as Gardner here this afternoon. So the throw-in for the US Virgin Islands. So it is with Will Sonny Charles looking for Dean. This one is down the flank. Some good work here by the young man. Looks to put it in. And a chance here. Boy, oh boy, a miss kick. So this one is Jose. Jocelyn Jose there. Unable to wrap his foot around that one. Not making sufficient contact on that occasion. So Rollins straight to Dom. Charles again there with a good piece of work. Who's hustling for that one. This one is with Oriole here. Has a chance to break, looking for them. It's to Smith. Smith, and he's eventually given offside there. Not timing the run at all there was Hus. Javante Hus. This one is played over the top nicely. Slipping through is Jose. It's a good ball there for Montelos. Gives chase at this time. It's a crunching tackle, resulting in a Turks and Caicos throw. This one is played into the center of the park. With Charles, they're doing a bit too much and he's robbed of it, and Smith with a break there for US Virgin Islands, looking for Hurst, and Hurst races past the oncoming Longcamp. Love Longcamp, really authoritative at the back. This one is attempted clearance. Looks like Montelos again is down. So Montelos goes down. So you see the replay here. This one was Oriole looking to get on the end of that one, but was unable to. This was Dean with a chance down the left hand side. Montelos with doing too much work there and eventually bundle off the ball. Not able to get across in. It was Will Sonny Charles charging down the left hand flank, looking to create something for his team. Was unable to do that. So we're back here live now with Dean, center of the park, looking for Charles. Dufferson Charles looking for Will Sonny at this time. Moves back and plays it out wide. Finds Charles once more, and it's a one-time shot. Effortlessly dealt with there by Rawlings. He's not interested. So it swung away into the crowds, and no nonsense clearance there by young Charles. So as the tournament progressed, we've seen players grown in confidence, really showing and developing and harnessing their skills. This is what a tournament of this nature is all about. So it's going to be Turks and Caicos on the break, unfortunately coming off their respective players. Berry has been relatively quiet thus far. It's with Oriole now, running down the right hand flank. He beats one, beats two, eventually loses out. to Guerra. Guerra looking to play Will Sonny Charles in here, and the offside flag goes up. So no real progression there by the Turks and Caicos. Abraham looking for Oriel. Oriel with a good piece of work there. Daniel John. So this one is swung inside nicely, looking for Berry. Misses everyone. Longcamp eventually comes and claims. So a bit of a miscommunication at the back there. They have been relatively sound. This one is picked up in the middle of the area. Riley Smith on with a chance here to spread this one wide. This pocket is picked by Dean. Montelos looking for some support. Unable to get that. Eventually cleared out by Daisley. So it's that man again, Montelos, down for the third time in quick succession. Here he is on the ball, making a bad pass there. Eventually was given it back. No real contact made there. This is with Dean now, looking to switch sides. It's picked up by Berry in a very commanding position. He's looking for Hurst. Out comes Longcamp again with another good clearance. He's not afraid to come out and give it a good heave. So he's with Thornhill here. Really strutting his stuff in the middle of the park. As a workman-like shift there from the young man. Played out nicely for Berry. Ball at the feet of Berry here. He's hustled by there, and this one is sliding it through. I feel as though Hurst is not on the same wavelength as Berry. The two has been attempting to link up on numerous occasions. And Hurst not holding his end of the bargain at all. It is managed to be a free kick to the US Virgin Islands. This one is played out wide. Driven ferociously down. Comes off the defender and goes out for a throw. This one is a bustling challenge here from Guerra. Guerra looks for some room. He finds Montelos, who's switched side at this point in time. A bustling run from here. Let's see what he can do. He looks for some support. He looks to get past him and is eventually robbed of it. Doing too much there was Montelos, changing sides from the left back position all the way down to the right wing. Seeing some versatility there from the young man. This one is with Berry and he's in for a shot here. He goes past one. Calls for an infringement, but the referee Hood is not interested at all. So this one, Jihan Atamarani looking for some support there. These youngsters are not backing out of a challenge, that's for certain. That's what youth does for you. Fearless football. Indeed, this one is clipped over the top. Looking for some support. This one is shot in frustration, no less. Hits off the turf. And it's given for a throwing for the Turks and Caicos deep in their half. So it's 30 odd minutes gone in this, the first half of this fixture. No clear-cut chances and no one has been able to break the deadlock just yet. This was with Will Sonny Charles looking for Montelas. Montelas with the acres of space here. He's running at Alexander, but a crunching sliding tackle there. See him dispossess. Montelas has gone down again. So Alexander on all fours asking referee Hood what's seems to be the problem there. Have a look at it again. Sliding nicely and getting all ball. It's going to be Gordano to put this one forward. It's back to Montelas. Montelas to Charles. Neatly taken down there. There's Charles to Charles. Smith has other ideas. He's robbed of it at the last moment. It's going to be a free kick for the Turks and Caicos. It's going to be that man Guerra to make something happen. Let's see if they can break the deadlock just before the halftime break. So it's played forward waywardly. No real sense of direction on that one was Guerra. Guess the team talks at the halfway stage will be to get amongst the goals, and let's see who settles in quickly come the second half. This one is with Daniel John. Looking for Berry. Berry has had a relatively quiet first half. I think he is playing a bit deeper, not in his usual. This one is another foul throw. We have grown accustomed and seen a lot of these from the youngsters in this tournament, so something has to be done in rectifying and correcting the process of throws. It's going to be Guerra to whip this one in. It's a long ball again. Waywardly line. High and handsome over the crossbar. Unable to trouble Rawlings this afternoon. So let's not forget, this is CFU Boys Under 14 action right here at the Hazy Crawford Stadium. If you're in the area, come on down and view the future stars. With Alexander here, heavy touch. Montelas accompany. It's Berry. Picked off here by Thornhill. Thornhill is going to make a play. Jose with time and space looking for a pass. Dean does the clearing up. It's Guerra all the way back across to Charles. Will Sonny Charles with a good turn there, but unable to hold on to the ball, and it's with Hurst. Let's see if he can get it as a foot race, but he's nowhere close to getting the better of it. Charles with the through here, fighting Montelas. So the Turks and Caicos on the back of their 3 wins turning up and have their work cut out for them this afternoon with Donovan Berry. Alexander, this one is well left there by Berry. He's going to run past him. Just asking too much of himself there. Unable to hold on to that. So Berry now coming into his own here. See the replay here. It's a lovely turn there. A bit of a deflection nonetheless. So that's the end of proceedings here in the first half. As we see the first half coming to a tame end. Scores still at a stalemate. Turks and Caicos 0. Virgin Islands 0. Be sure to join us in a short as we conclude with the second half in this exhilarating game. Proceedings earlier, this one was whipped in nicely. Oriel was unable to get on the end of that one. Longcam came and collected quite comfortably in the end. This one was Dean bustling down the left hand flank. Cleaned up by Montelos. Eventually, the US Virgin Islands got that away and escaped any danger. So it was Will Sonny Charles down the left hand flank looking to create a stir. Took the defender for a long run but was unable to get across in. And when he did, Montelos unable to find his feet. So this one was whipped away. This one was Smith looking to play Javante Hurst in. Longcamp long off his lines to clear that one, and Donovan Berry there in the end. So that's the word from the Hasty Crawford Stadium. Join us in a few as the second half begins. Turks and Caicos 0, US Virgin Islands 0. We're back here live for second half kickoff of this exciting encounter. It's gonna be on the shoulders of Donovan Berry to get his US Virgin Islands team up and running to make a claim in this game. See how they settle in. This is the second half of this evening's proceedings. So it's gonna be Misek with this clearance. It's out to Atamani. Riley Smith in the middle of the park, unable to control, but it's possession with the US Virgin Islands. He's looking for Oriel. I think it's a clear-cut indication of who are your two talisman in Oriel and Donovan Berry. I think the coach Joseph missed a trick or two yesterday by taking off Berry at a very crucial time and eventually conceding 3 goals in the end. So this one is played out nicely. Riley Smith looking for Hurst. And it's Donald John to bring it clear. So it's going to be Alexander. Scuff shot looking for it. I think Hurst has not done the job for the US Virgin Islands. I think he should make a switch with Berry or Oriel to give them a little more attacking option moving forward. Montelos there, unable to control, and it goes out of play. So this is live action here from H.C. Crawford Stadium. This one is played out. Looking to thread the needle there was Dean, and is eventually, and play is held back for an infringement. Will be Will Sonny Charles there. So Gardano to Alexander. He looks up and he finds Berry. This one is a good turn by Atamarine. Eventually just rolling through. Atamarani not able to take this one as Jose plays this on all wide. Thornhill eventually cleans up the mess. It's with Dean. John there. Good piece of skill there by Atamari. This one is played through. So it's a bit congested in the center of the park. No real playmaking happening at this time. If the US Virgin Islands were to go on and win this one, it will create some stir in the group. Turks and Caicos are 3-0 from their fixtures. Berry here now. Looking for some room to turn, but was cramped for space there. Cleared out nicely there by Gordano. Some miss kick at the back. Keep the two strikers intrigued there. John to Smith. Dean eventually comes out the winner there. Finds Tom, this one just evading the defender. This one is played by Guerra. High over the crossbar there. Rolling full stretch, but So this one is played out to Montelas. Montelas looking for some support down the right hand flank. It's played out to Thornhill. Perry on the ball here now, looking to create something for the US Virgin Islands. He looks up for some support. He's going all the way. This one is slid through nicely to Hurst. Hurst with a chance. Eventually given offside. As mentioned before, Hurst has not looked up to par, leading the line for the US Virgin Islands team. No, they are short on substitutes here. Just a lineman around, unable to beat the offside trap. This one ricochets off the head of Will Sonny Charles. So, in discussion with the US Virgin Islands team is news coming to hand. Donovan Berry actually comes from also has Trinidadian roots. His grandfather on his mother's side is a Trinidad native, so we see where he has that street bowling skills. Looks so effortless with the ball at his feet. This one is played out nicely for Charles, but Gordano avoids danger at the last minute. Speaking of minutes, we are into the 42nd minute of this fixture in brilliant sunshine here in Western Trinidad. This one is played over to Charles, unable to gather cleanly. Gordano does the cleaning up and sends Hurst on his way, chasing this one. Long camp is far off his line again, showing that he is capable with his feet as he manages to be an outfielder, filling the void here. So he's one of the utility players. This is dumb. Some smart work there, but he has Oriel for company. So we're going to see a change here. It's going to be Jaden Montelas making way for Kazivion Davol. The speedy Davol. Let's see how he comes off the bench, how he this is Oriel. Dean looking for Charles here. So Rawlings comes and collects quite comfortably in the end. Davol with a heavy challenge there on Smith, knocking the young lad over. Clutching the midsection area there. So Davol getting into the mix of things immediately. See this foul again there. Davol coming in heavy on Smith, making contact with him, cutting the win out of the young man. Medical attention required. So who's going to be? Somebody needs to be a hero here and put their hands up to break this deadlock and ensure that this game doesn't end and continue in a stalemate. No real damage done there to Smith. He soldiers on. So both teams uttering instructions, trying to break this deadlock here. So it's going to be Guerra to play this one out wide. This one is a good take by Rawlings. Again, he's looked the part of an out-and-out goalkeeper. Possession changes hands. And it's with Charles here, and it's with Hussein now in the middle of the park. Darvall coming into the thick of things immediately. And it's played away. So it's with Charles now looking for Dom on the right-hand side as they look to... But he's eventually given offside. So it's going to be a free kick for Alexander and the US Virgin Islands, looking to create some stir here down the left-hand flank to get themselves much needed lead in this one. And it's going to be chased by Hurst. He is in for a long camp. So we see a delayed call here by referee Hood. It's going to be a free kick in a very... It's going to be an indirect free kick. Okay. Inadvertent back pass there by... So it's going to be an indirect free kick. I think Barry's going to front his chances here now. So an indirect free kick was awarded because it must come off another player before going to the goalkeeper's hand. Before going into the goal. So it's gonna be Barry. Oh, and it's a good looking free kick there by Barry. It's something off the training ground, that's what's it. So it's going to be a much needed sub. It's going to be number 5, Colin Payne, coming in for the pretty bruised and battered Riley Smith. Played out nicely there. This one is a chance. Rawlings there, doing the part and safely gathering. This one is thrown out wide. This one back there. Tornil there with a foot at the right time. It's Wilsonny Charles looking for space. Dean there for company. Jose chipping this one over, looking for some support, but was unable to get it from anyone. Ezequiel Rawlings has really looked the part of an out-and-out goalkeeper. This one is with a commotion in the middle of the park. Is pulled away by Jose. He's unable to find Darvall. Eventually put over the touch. So it's Colin Payne donning the number 5 for the US Virgin Islands, coming into the thick of things, looking to make a contribution. This one is Abraham looking to create something down the right hand side, and it's only as far as Dean. Dean eventually loses out and possession switches hands. Kira with a tad bit of a bad pass and is with Berry now. Hoos looking to turn and turn nicely. Running straight into traffic there was Hoos. Is Darvol. Unable to be his free-flowing self as of games gone by. Is with Charles now. Wilson Charles looks up and plays a diagonal ball across all the way to Dom. Dom with some work to play and he puts it in. Nobody there for help to get on the end of this one. And it's Peen. Peen is robbed of it with Guerra. Guerra looking for a 1-2 with Tornil, but unable to get it back. So it's Oriol. Oriol. Sorry. So it's going to be Daisley with the through here. Daisley straight to Hurst. Eventually bundle off the ball there by Darvol and a free kick is given. It's now the refreshment break in the second half. So gives the... And we will have a break here in the commentary box as well. We'll be right back with the remaining of the second half. all in good spirits, the youngsters, ensuring toss was taken. It was won by the US Virgin Islands. They got off the blocks quickly with a good chance there, but it was well taken by Love Longcamp. Dean was bundled off the ball there. Stanislaw Montelos with a good challenge in the end there, but it was eventually cleared. No clear-cut opportunities in the early exchanges. Both teams dogging it out, looking for a way through, but was unable to find it. Charles had the bulk of the possession on the right-hand flank, creating a bit of stir there. Did well to get this ball across, and it was straight to Montelos, who was unable to find his feet. Probably one of the better opportunities on the day. Jose in the end with a powder puff shot there, but this one was Hurst trying to run onto that one, but was not quick enough. Berry did his very best, but was unable to create any particular chances. This one was thrown in. Paul Gardano had a Brooklyn line shift. This was another clear-cut opportunity from Charles, but unable to find his feet and put this one away. Was a really good ball from Darvall. So that brings the end of proceedings here at the Hazy Crawford Stadium. Match number 39 ends in a team draw. The Turks and Caicos 0, US Virgin Islands 0. Turks and Caicos remains unbeaten in this one. So as we sign out here, I say, viewers, be sure to join us back for the second game in a short. So the government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, Ministry of Sport and Community Development, Sports TT, the sports company of Trinidad and Tobago, I Choose Sports, Parade, Subway, and Blue, your proud sponsors for the CFU Boys Under 14 Challenge Series. TT, the official ground transportation provider for the 2024 CFU Boys Under 14 Challenge Series. Coordinators hosted in Trinidad and Tobago.
It doesn't matter if you speak English, or if your native tongue is French, Spanish, or Dutch. It doesn't matter if you are male or female, young or young at heart. We in the Caribbean Football Union speak the same language. Football.
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 And we speak with one voice.
This is your captain.
I get it, rules are rules if he's grounded!
Subway Series presents the Italianos. 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
Bob, I know it's dangerous, but you're the only one who can unite the people.
You ready, Bob?
No guns can stop this message. I want the world to change. And that time is now.